Hi there. Brandon and I are in Washington, D.C. for Brandon's internship that he got at the U.S. Attorney's Office, which is crazy. Yeah, it's actually such a God story that it is. I'll let him tell that story, but yeah, I just felt prompted to send a video and to just post a video about our journey in DC. And it's crazy because it's actually not crazy if anybody knows me, and just the crazy things that the Holy Spirit leads me to do, but really felt prompted to not have a set plan and not have a place like lined up to live. And that was after a lot of prayer and just, okay, that seems really crazy. But it's kind of been in this same vein of the Lord really teaching me what like childlike faith is, and that oftentimes I can use wisdom and as a means of not to trust the Lord, because it's totally unwise for us to. Totally unwise for me to be talking on this camera right now. It's totally unwise for us to come to DC for his law internship and not have like a place to stay, and to literally just, okay, every week, every day, maybe just being, just trusting the Lord, because it's already, pretty stressful than anything. But the Lord said that it was going to be a really great adventure. And I trust that, and I believe that. And what was really cool is that I felt prompted to, right when we got to DC, to go to a church called National Community Church. It's in DC, and Mark Batterson is the lead pastor. And the reason I know about this church is because about 13 years ago, I stumbled upon a book called The Circle Maker, and a 40-day prayer challenge, and it literally changed my life. And a lot of my friends will say, yeah, I've done a prayer challenge with her because of this book. It has led me in so many crazy adventures with God, so many crazy miracles that I've seen. And it's really taught me about prayer and about faith and about dreaming with God. It has also led me down some like pretty painful situations. And yeah, maybe I'll talk about more of that on a later video, but was prompted to come to this church right when we got to DC last week. And so we planned on getting here at like 11, traffic, anyways, all this, and we got to the last 10 minutes of the service. And what was cool is that the title of the series that they're in is called Prompt, and it's about like following the voice of God and following the Holy Spirit. And something just significant that really helped just encourage me was that Mark was saying, faith really isn't faith when we know everything, when we know exactly every single detail. It is just being obedient to the last thing that the Lord said. And the last thing the Lord said was go to Washington, D.C. and trust me for housing. And it wasn't go to Washington, D.C., trust me for housing, and, and me being like, okay, yeah, but okay, what do I need to do? What does that mean? You know, do I need to do this, and this? And he said for us, I mean, he's given us some direction. We know we got on like a trusted house sitters, you know, site, and that was how we got our first week of housing. But he said not to trust in that, but it might be a tool. But really, it was for us to be dependent, and it was for us to be in a childlike faith that a good dad, like, gives shelter to his kids, and you know, and he knows what we need, and you know, I can already see that he is leading us to places that are doing some work in my own heart, and leading me to like pray in neighborhoods. And we just left the Anacostia area, which was really cool because we were right down the street from Frederick Douglass's like last house that he lived in. It's a really cool art district, and there's just been a lot of really cool like culture and art stuff happening like in the African American community in that specific place. And so it was just cool to be able to walk around the streets and just like, and you know, just ask the Lord what he wants to do in that area. And there was a lot of blessing, there was a lot of creativity that he wanted to release, a lot of just a lot of things. So that was really cool. Anyways, and then today today the sermon series was about like, it was about the Holy Spirit just resurrecting things in our own heart, and to go for full circle, you know, it was just this great revelation of that I needed the Lord to actually, you know, resurrect a lot of faith in my heart that had a lot of unbelief and a lot of doubt and a lot of fear had come in because of times that I've done like the circle maker and prayed for years about things, and it has seemed to end the opposite way. And so, yeah, I'm just super thankful that that's what the Lord is confirming. And it's been, so far, it's been a really great adventure. Anyways, hope you guys are going to enjoy the journey with us, and I hope that, I don't know, I just hope that our journey just inspires faith, and that faith isn't knowing all the answers, and preparation oftentimes is a lot smaller than, and a lot less that we do in comparison to what God does. Because I'm a planner, I'm like a preparer, I'm like preparation. But really, when we just like, we prepare, but like God's so much bigger, and it's so much fun to just calm yourself and to just like listen to what the Lord is saying. So bye.